Hello everyone. Today I am with you to tell you another scary story of the terrible battle between Kong and the Skar King. A story in which, unlike its previous parts, the fate of these two creatures is not known until the end of the story. So please stay with me. In the heart of a remote jungle, where shadows swallow the light and the thick vines tangle like veins in a giant beast, a tale passed down for generations kept the villagers awake at night. It was the story of Kong, the ancient guardian of the jungle, and the Skar King, a creature so sinister that even the bravest hunters refused to speak its name aloud. Kong was a towering beast, feared and respected, with a body hardened by countless battles and eyes as dark as the jungle at night. He was a protector, but not a friend. Villagers knew that to cross paths with Kong was to stare into the face of raw, untamed power. But still, they knew that Kong was on their side, keeping an invisible boundary that no creature would dare cross. Then there was the Skar King. He was older, meaner, a creature that seemed to crawl out of the nightmares of the jungle itself. His skin was rough and jagged, edged with deep scars that glow faintly under the moonlight like molten lava. Some claim the Skar King was born from the Earth's darkest pits, others that he was a reincarnation of the jungle's own hatred. Villagers would whisper tales of his teeth, each as long as a spear, and his eyes, which glowed a sickly red in the dark. For centuries, the two titans roamed different parts of the jungle, and the village was safe. But on one dreadful night, the air grew thick, oppressive and silent. The jungle animals hid, and the villagers felt the chill even as the humid air clung to their skin. They knew something was wrong. As midnight approached, a deep rumbling shook the earth, followed by a low, guttural roar that seemed to come from the depth of the jungle. It was Kong, and he was calling out a challenge, a warning to whatever dared intrude upon his territory. Moments later, an answering roar ripped through the air, more terrifying than anything they'd ever heard. The Skar King had come. The jungle itself seemed to hold its breath as the two titans finally clashed. The villagers heard trees splinter and snap, the ground shake with each step, and growls so fierce they pierced through the walls of their homes. Some climbed to the tops of the tallest trees to catch a glimpse of the battle, but could see only flashes of movement, and every now and then, the glint of red eyes and the dark shadow of Kong's massive frame. The battle raged for hours, each roar and crash louder than the last. But then, something terrifying happened. The sounds began to move closer, toward the village. The titans, locked in combat, were tearing through the jungle, oblivious to everything but their brutal struggle. The villagers could do nothing but run and hide as the giant forms tore through the outskirts of the village, flattening huts and ripping apart trees as they clashed. Finally, the villagers heard an earth-shattering crash, followed by an eerie silence. No one dared move. Slowly, a few crept out, their hearts racing, and they found Kong lying on the ground, his chest rising and falling with labored breath. Deep claw marks ran down his body, blood pooling beneath him. And in the darkness, they saw the Skar King, standing tall, victorious, his eyes gleaming with a twisted satisfaction. Then, slowly, the Skar King turned to face the villagers. His mouth opened, revealing rows of blood-stained teeth, and he let out a roar that filled the night with dread. Kong, with the last of his strength, rose to his feet, eyes blazing with fury. He charged at the Skar King, pushing him back into the shadows, away from the village. The last thing the villagers heard was a deafening crash as the two disappeared into the depth of the jungle, swallowed by darkness. From that night on, the villagers lived in fear. They knew that Kong, their only protector, might not return. And every now and then, they would hear a distant roar, haunting and hollow, a reminder that in the heart of the jungle, the Skar King still waited, hungry, watching, ready to strike again. Thanks to the dear friends and viewers who watched the story till the end and spent their time watching it. So, if you enjoyed today's horror video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write your comments. And I leave it to the great God until Monday or Thursday.